Hey, what's going on? Happy day to you. So, question for you. Do you ever look back at your Facebook memories? I know you do. You can go check and see what happened a couple of years ago, maybe see some pictures, but do you ever get like where you're afraid? Oh man, I remember that time when I did that post or when I shared that picture and one of those came up. I don't know if this resonates with you, but I wanted to just jump on here real quick just to share. Have you looked back? Now, I'm thinking like today I looked back and I was really like, oh my goodness, I can't believe my kids were so little. And it was like, feels like yesterday and now they're teenagers and driving and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy, scary to think how quickly time goes by. The other thing is, have you ever looked back? Because I looked back and there was a picture of my wife and on the beach. And I remember, because there was one she was pretty upset about because I shared a picture. We were in our bathing suits at the beach and she gave me permission, but she wasn't really too keen because it was her in a bathing suit and a bikini, and I loved it. I wanted to boast about it and share how awesome looking she is, and even more so now. But it was one of those pictures like I was just looking at now. I was like, yeah, we're doing pretty good, and that was from a couple of years ago. But I can imagine, it made me think like, if you are that person that maybe put on 10, 20, 30, 50 pounds over the past, couple of years, and here comes that Facebook memory, and you're looking what you used to look like, and you look at maybe how you fit in that bathing suit picture. If your husband was daring enough to share a picture of you in your bathing suit for the whole world to see, and now it's 4 or 5 years later, and boom, here comes that memory, and you're like terrified to see it again. Now nobody else sees that memory except for you. But is it a wake-up call, or is it now you're just terrified, like, oh my gosh, I used to be in really good shape. I used to fit in that bathing suit. Gosh, I remember that. A couple of things, like I was looking back, I had about 5 memories that I looked at today. And one of them, there's some standard things you got to know about me if you haven't followed me. I love the beach. So chances are 5 years from now, just as I look back, there was pictures of the beach. There was pictures of my family when they were younger. I was allowed to. Now they're teenagers, they don't let me take pictures. There was a picture of the sunrise. There's actually a video of the sunrise, and believe it or not, it was 2 years ago. There was a video, one of my like early day videos, live videos that I did, and that was on there as well. And then I saw a picture and I was thinking, you know what, well, I don't have any less hair because I didn't have hair a couple of years ago, and I was in pretty good shape then, and I'm in pretty good shape now, so all right, I'm winning with that. But the hard things for me are the memories, thinking back when our kids used to be so little and now they're older. We see those little pictures at the beach when they're, dad's pushing them on waves, and, those memories are great, great memories. And maybe you have the similar type memories of when you used to be in shape. And maybe that was a memory. I don't know how far back your Facebook goes as far as memories. Maybe it goes back 5 years. Maybe, I know you can search and you can go back. And maybe the last 5-10 years hasn't looked so good. Now you're tipping past the 40 point and you're struggling right now, and you're definitely afraid not just to look at your memories in Facebook, because it's going to show you something. It's going to show you what happened over the last 5 or 10 years to your body, to the way you look and feel, maybe your self-confidence. And I'm not saying to go back and look at those, but maybe it's the slap in the face that you need right now to shape up. Because the reality is, if you do nothing, nothing changes. So let's just put it into perspective. Let's just say 5 years ago you were 30 pounds lighter 5 years ago. Now you're not going to see in the next 5 years any pictures of yourself on Facebook, because you won't take any pictures. You won't let anybody take pictures. You won't be in any pictures, whether you're in a bathing suit or fully clothed, because you're completely embarrassed about the way you look and feel. Now, this is not putting judgment. It's just sharing with you my thoughts on the memories. And as you're going into that, maybe you should go back and look at where your body was at 30 pounds ago or 5 years ago, or maybe future cast and put yourself out there thinking, okay, well, I put on 5 pounds a year for the past, let's just say 6 years, making it even to get it to 30 pounds. Now I'm 30 pounds overweight, 30 pounds heavier than I was 6 years ago. If I'm on that forecast for the future events, chances are you're going to be 6 years older, so that's not going to help. And if you put on an average of 5 pounds per year, let's just say 5 pounds per year for the next 6 years, instead of 30 pounds overweight, you're going to be 60 pounds overweight. Or you could be that person who has struggled for 30 pounds and you lost it and you were excited, and then you went back to the old habits, you went back to the old ways, you went back to the old, the old direction and saying, nah, I can treat myself, I'm good to go, I lost that weight. And then the next thing you know, 6 years from now, you not only lost the weight, but you put it back on. And because you got so frustrated, you put not just 30 pounds, you put a quick 10 on in the next month because it was another lockdown, right? So my encouragement to you is in your memories and going back in time, so to speak, into Facebook memories, is maybe you need to take a look. Maybe you're missing out on a lot. And sometimes it's just easy to just get blinded and just start living life. And like, no, but Mark, I don't have time to do it. I got to take care of my kids, and I got to take care of my job, and I got to take care of all these other people. Okay, but if you're killing yourself in the process, how good is that going to be for you or your family or your job or your spouse when you're not taking good care of yourself? I'm sure you've heard of it. You've heard me say it time and time again. Sometimes it requires putting the oxygen mask on yourself first in order for you to put that oxygen mask on other people in your lives, to give them your best you. And maybe it was 30 pounds ago or 6 years ago, and maybe you let yourself go. The good news is you don't have to stay there. That's the beautiful thing, is you can look back now. Let's just futurecast 6 years from now. What if you were to get on a healthier path? What if you were to actually do something different than another quick fix diet? What if you were to get around somebody like me, who's a coach who works specifically for moms and dads, fighting for them, not just to help them lose weight, men and women over 40, but to help them lose weight and to learn how to keep it off for good. So that way you can be like me and my wife, who can look back at pictures from us 6 years ago, heck, even 10 years ago, and then take pictures now and be like, hey, we're doing pretty darn good. We're doing pretty darn good. I don't know if my wife wants me to take any pictures of us anymore with our bathing suits on, but I will say, is I can assure you, is that you're not going to know what's the difference, even with age. It's kind of crazy to think that 30 pounds on and 6 years from now can not just put the weight on your body, but it can age you. It can make your joints in a lot worse shape. It can be a lot harder on your joints, harder on your health, harder on your organs, harder on your system, not give you the energy, make you feel maybe even look and feel 10 years older. Now, one of the things I strive to do and help my students achieve is to help them look and feel 10 years younger. So let's just say, let's put it out there, instead of 10 years from now, when you're, like for me, 10 years from now, I'll be 57. We can talk about it now. Let's just say 10 years from now, you had everything you needed to line up accordingly to get your body that weight off once and for all. No quick fixes. Get the weight off, keep it off, so that the next 10 years, you can live your happiest, best, fittest life, fullest life, and be in the best shape of your life by being on the right pursuit and having the right direction and having the right accountability, and maybe having a coach in your corner who can help ensure you become successful at whatever weight you want and whatever that looks like for you. So that's all I have. Listen, I got to roll. I got to work out to get done, because I want to wait. I'm not going to wait for 6 years to think my health is going to take care of itself. You have to take action on your health. Your health will take action on you, but it's not the kind of action you want. Trust me. If you don't take action on your health now, 6 years from now, your health is going to take action on you, and unfortunately, it's not going to be the best set of circumstances. So that's all I got. Take care. Have a beautiful, blessed day. We'll see you in 6 years.